So I'm sure that he ain't gonna change. He's gonna be who he is. And again, he don't bother me. I don't think 2 seconds about none of that because he's not on my level. You know what I mean? It's like he's not talking about business. You know what I mean? It's just giving his opinion, trying to promote his son. I don't agree with. Floyd told me many, many, many years, probably go 25 years ago, that what kind of person he was. But initially, I'm just being honest, I didn't believe him. I had to see it for myself. Yeah. And my description of him, he's a horrible.
Leonard Ellerbe has shaken the boxing world with explosive new statements about Floyd Mayweather, and his latest interview has only made things worse for the undefeated legend. The former head of Mayweather Promotions has opened up about sensitive behind-the-scenes matters, revealing serious concerns about Floyd's financial condition. Ellerbe confirmed that Mayweather is dealing with significant debt issues and ongoing money troubles, bringing attention to the same financial problems that reportedly kept him stuck in Dubai last year. These revelations have reignited questions about Floyd's true financial stability and the challenges he continues to face behind closed doors.
You got 55 cars, 40 girlfriends.
Well, actually,
you're a billionaire now, right? Come on, let's salute this billionaire on stage.
But how many years ago you was broke? When I say broke, you ain't have a lot of money, you was just barely.
His comments were so direct and damaging that many supporters began wondering whether Ellerbe was acting out of bitterness toward a man who removed him from his powerful position. Fans quickly questioned if this interview was less about honesty and more about payback. Cast your mind back to last year when reports surfaced that Floyd had been temporarily unable to leave Dubai. At the time, many dismissed it as rumors, but it turns out there was truth behind it. According to insiders, he was allowed to depart only after agreeing to settle outstanding financial obligations within a strict deadline. The arrangement reportedly stated that if those debts were not cleared, he would be required to return and renegotiate the terms. During the recent interview, when Ellerbe was confronted about Floyd's current money problems, he first tried to avoid giving a direct answer. But the interviewer pushed harder, insisting that whatever he revealed would finally bring clarity to the ongoing speculation surrounding Mayweather's financial state.
Posted that you was no longer a part of Mayweather Promotions. You care to say anything about that?
There's nothing to say other than I appreciate the opportunity to do something amazing. We had an incredible run, and I'm forever grateful and thankful. Blessed.
Yeah.
Blessed.
Yeah.
Blessed.
I loved.
Ellerbe explained that Floyd Mayweather failed to settle the money he owed and was forced to return to Dubai to address the agreement he had made. That trip happened around the same time Floyd was surrounded by multiple scandals, including rumors about a supposed $42 million home purchase in New York, unpaid balances with high-end jewelry companies, and serious tax-related problems. I know people think he just ran away from everything, but that's not what happened, Ellerbe said. His situation over there is actually tougher than it is here. He's behind on payment of several jewelers, and he's dealing with major tax issues as well. In Dubai, it's even more serious. The amount he owes adds up to hundreds of millions. Once he finishes dealing with those problems, then he'll have to come back and answer to legal matters here too.
Which he's done a good job thus far. But then sometimes there's a line that you cross with some of the things and you turn some people.
In a statement that shocked a lot of people, Ellerbe revealed that his departure from Mayweather Promotions was directly connected to Floyd Mayweather's financial misconduct and the mismanagement within the company. He explained that the situation had become impossible for him to continue. Walking away was extremely painful for me, but I didn't have any other choice, Ellerbe admitted. Floyd has made one poor decision after another, and unfortunately I was the one dealing with the consequences of those choices. I tried to hold things together for as long as I could, but it reached a point where I simply couldn't go on like that anymore. The problems kept piling up, and it had already gone too far.
No, what is it about him that sort of reviews?
He's always been jealous of Floyd. He's always been jealous of Floyd, and if that ain't obvious, I don't know what it is.
Reacting to Ellerbe's statements, many followers quickly flooded the comments section with their own opinions. One user pointed out that the real issue might be Floyd's extreme lifestyle, saying that countless former athletes lose their fortunes after retiring because of reckless spending and bad financial choices. The fan also suggested that Mayweather likely exaggerates his true net worth since his public image depends heavily on appearing endlessly rich. Another commenter addressed the Dubai situation directly, arguing that it wasn't as simple as it seemed. Unlikely, the fan wrote, only his primary passport would be restricted, and he could still travel if he wanted. In the UAE, it's common for employers to hold documents, but in Floyd's case, it probably involves a disagreement with someone powerful, maybe even a member of the royal family with serious influence.
Today, I ran all the way in here.
Why?
Because I couldn't even buy a bus ticket.
That's crazy.
But you still had 55 cars.
No, I don't.
What happened?
Well, I bought myself some crack.
Dang.
Speculating about the reasons behind his Dubai trip, another fan chimed in with a detailed theory. There are actually a few reasons he's stuck there right now. One involves money laundering. Another is that he ran up debts at casino, exceeded his credit, and then tried to leave Dubai promising to settle later, maybe with a check or a letter of obligation. That led the casino owner to call in the authorities and block his plane until everything was fully paid. Meanwhile, a more mocking comment poked fun at Floyd's lifestyle, living this fake, glamorous life on social media while owing huge sums. The fan wrote, from now on, he should be called Floyd No Money Mayweather. He's broke, flashing wealth online, spending on women, and now stuck in Dubai having to repay the wrong people. From a superstar to barely a shadow of one.
Respect. Thing that's just something I don't get into. Floyd's a legend in this sport. He's accomplished everything in the sport, beat everybody.
Ex-CEO of Mayweather Promotions revealed that Floyd Mayweather had greatly miscalculated the profits from his most recent bout, suggesting that the money from that exhibition fight was essentially his only lifeline to escape mounting debts.
Like Floyd.
Ellerbe further disclosed that Floyd Mayweather's earnings from the fight were only around $20 to $25 million, far short of the massive debts he still owed in Dubai. This shortfall is reportedly why he's pushing so hard to set up another exhibition bout with Jake Paul. If he fails to settle his obligations after taking so long, the consequences could get seriously messy. Ellerbe's revelations are all the more striking given that Floyd continues to live his usual extravagant, high-end lifestyle without any visible slowdown.
Showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings,
Many fans have criticized Leonard Ellerbe, accusing him of betrayal for revealing private details about Floyd Mayweather since leaving Mayweather Promotions. What most people don't realize, however, is that Floyd himself set the precedent. Before Ellerbe even considered exposing any wrongdoing, Mayweather had already made questionable moves. Though Ellerbe initially stayed quiet about Floyd's debts and scandals, he eventually spoke out. Since his departure from the company, Ellerbe has actively opposed Mayweather, providing federal authorities with crucial information about his locations and assets.
the same. It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, I think it's nice. Yeah.
And on a point like this, because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. Come on,
While Rick Glazer also confirmed some details, Floyd Mayweather's public appearances made many believe the claims were either false or that he had managed to settle his issues and leave Dubai by May. Yet Leonard Ellerbe has now insisted that Mayweather was indeed trapped in Dubai, and his release came with strict conditions, specifically that all his bank accounts were frozen until his debts were fully paid. Ellerbe's close role as CEO of Mayweather Promotions gave him insider knowledge, allowing him to know about the situation even before Gervin Davis did. According to Ellerbe, Floyd may be back in the U.S., but he is still technically tied down by obligations in Dubai.
all this money made. No partners. All by myself.
Over 1,000 apartments.
Although Leonard Ellerbe didn't dive deep into specifics of Floyd Mayweather's detainment, recent leaks have given boxing fans some clues. Ellerbe reportedly revealed that Mayweather had been given an enormous sum of cash at a casino, only to lose it all while gambling. Since there are no official casinos in Dubai, this likely took place at a private venue. The situation escalated to the point where authorities surrounded Mayweather's private jet, and with his bank accounts frozen, the money he had was essentially worthless at the Dubai airport.
Just out of curiosity, bro, he said that Floyd was kidnapped by the Abu Dhabi folks. Any comment on that?
And again, like I was just saying,
Mayweather's detainment in Dubai reportedly allowed him to move freely within the country and maintain his extravagant lifestyle, but leaving the country was strictly prohibited. To enforce this, Dubai authorities stationed security around his private jet to ensure he couldn't escape. Reports suggest that Floyd Mayweather owes an enormous sum, likely reaching into the hundreds of millions, and is paying upwards of $20 million a month toward his debts. Rather than taking more strategic steps to manage his finances, he has continued living lavishly, only deepening his money problems. Dubai, known for strictly enforcing debts, especially against foreigners, has a reputation for holding Americans accountable when they owe large sums. Interestingly, mainstream media remain unusually quiet about these rumors, and even the White House did not comment on the situation, despite Floyd's growing controversies. Significantly, it has been his former protege, Leonard Ellerbe, who has been revealing Mayweather's hidden actions and even allegations of scams in Mexico. Ellerbe's insights into Floyd's financial instability reinforce other reports, including statements from Gervin Davis claiming the boxing legend is effectively being held hostage. Notably, Ellerbe had previously been known for keeping quiet about Floyd, rarely speaking out in interviews or public statements.
Ellerbe no longer in at Mayweather Promotions. Seems like that's happened a couple times over the course of the years back. Because I remember years ago, I was thinking Richard Schaefer was going to take over, but now apparently that is happening. Thoughts on Leonard Ellerbe making his way out?
I think Leonard is still in a good position, and I don't think that it was.
Since leaving Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerbe has ventured into a completely different arena. His first move into the booming world of women's college basketball proved to be instantly rewarding. On Monday morning, Ellerbe attended a press conference in State College, Pennsylvania, to announce the transfer of one of the signees to Big Ten competitor Penn State. In this new role, he serves as an advisor to McMillan on nil deals. Ellerbe spent 17 years as a face of Mayweather Promotions before parting ways with Floyd last June. During his tenure, he played a key role in promoting all of Mayweather's major pay-per-view events, including the highly publicized 2015 showdown against Manny Pacquiao at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, where the undefeated 5-division champion secured a unanimous decision victory.
I just think that it was just time for him to move on.
Of course, Leonard is very wrapped up in PBC type stuff here with this promotion and everything that they do.
Since leaving Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerbe has ventured into a completely different arena. His first move into the booming world of women's college basketball proved to be instantly rewarding. On Monday morning, Ellerbe attended a press conference in State College, Pennsylvania, to announce the transfer of one of the signees to Big Ten competitor Penn State. In this new role, he serves as an advisor to McMillan on nil deals. Ellerbe spent 17 years as a face of Mayweather Promotions before parting ways with Floyd last June. During his tenure, he played a key role in promoting all of Mayweather's major pay-per-view events, including the highly publicized 2015 showdown against Manny Pacquiao at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, where the undefeated 5-division champion secured a unanimous decision victory.
But I don't think there was no, like I said, I don't think there was no animosity or anything, because even Floyd always spoke as, you know, he would always say that, you know, when Al Heyman has fights, you know, because he can always get his fighters on Al Heyman shows.
I mean, do you think it was a little difficult for Leonard to be in a tough spot? Because obviously
the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight generated over $600 million in total revenue and set AU's pay-per-view record with a round 4. For million buys, Leonard Ellerbe, the former CEO of Mayweather Promotions, found himself at the center of circumstances that ultimately led to his exit, officially announced by Floyd Mayweather on Instagram. Ellerbe's position has since been taken over by Richard Schaefer, the former CEO of Golden Boy Promotions. A fan weighed in on the change, writing, "It's about time. People defended this guy for years, and maybe some still haven't realized, but I've been speaking about him for ages. Just because he promoted Tank, people adored him blindly."
Floyd and Tank had their ups and downs, so mostly downs recently.
Yeah,
So do you think that was?
Yeah, that makes it tough. That makes it tough. That makes it where, he basically, because a lot of times friends want you to pick sides.
Another fan chimed in with a rather unusual take, focusing on Ellerbe's appearance rather than his work. "I don't know why," they wrote, "but his facial hair always looked completely ridiculous to me. I can't explain it. It just never looked real. For that reason alone, I always disliked him." Yet another added, "Unbelievable. Ellerbe has been part of Mayweather Promotions from the very start, that I still remember when he went from being Floyd's head masseuse to CEO. He treated that masseuse role so seriously, even licking his lips while massaging Floyd's head in the corner." The last comment expressed doubt about the company's future, criticizing Ellerbe's successor and insisting that Mayweather Promotions couldn't truly move forward without him.
He just kept his business.
It seems like Mayweather Promotions is kind of, over the last few years, not had the place of prominence that it had previously. Do you think that's part of it too, or it seemed like it's kind of more of an afterthought at this point?
Another fan didn't hold back, criticizing Schaefer's track record over the past 8 years. "Look at what he's done," they wrote. "He completely failed to secure TV coverage for the WBSS from the start. It should have been an easy win. Both of his promotional companies flopped, and the fighters who signed with him saw their careers stall. It's been nothing but setbacks and mistakes, like a baseball player stuck in a strikeout streak." While rumors of changes have been circulating, the news still took many by surprise. Ellerbe had been Floyd Mayweather's trusted right-hand man from the very beginning of his career, but things have clearly shifted as Mayweather Promotions has struggled in recent years.
I mean, it got to a point where, I started hearing a lot of young fighters saying that, they're not getting fights.
I guess it could have played a role, Jeff explained. If you're caught between promotions, working with one while not working with the other, it can complicate things. But honestly, I don't think there was any real animosity. He went on to clarify that Ellerbe's hesitation to fully part ways with Al Heyman contributed to the split between Leonard and Floyd, since Floyd often relied on Heyman's shows to feature his fighters. Despite this, Jeff emphasized that there's no bad blood between them, and that they remain on friendly terms. All eyes will now be on how Mayweather Promotions fares under Richard Schaefer's leadership in the boxing world.
I have no idea. But, so basically, if you're not getting work.
Floyd initially shared his decision solely through social media, but after it was widely misunderstood by fans and industry insiders, the undefeated boxing icon chose to address it live. Earlier, he had posted an old photo of himself with Richard Schaefer on Instagram, accompanied by a caption explaining the split with Leonard Ellerbe. The post expressed Mayweather Promotions' sincere appreciation, stating, "We extend our deepest gratitude to Leonard Ellerbe for his outstanding leadership and steadfast commitment throughout the years. Leonard has been a vital part of our team, playing a key role in countless business ventures that contributed significantly to the success of Mayweather Promotions."
So what do you think about, Richard Schaefer, obviously tightening the sport for many, many years? Do you think that was a good move?
Jeff Mayweather also touched on an internal issue that may have contributed to the rift between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Leonard Ellerbe. He revealed that several young fighters at Mayweather Promotions were frustrated about not getting enough fights, as Ellerbe was reportedly spending more time with PBC and neglecting his core responsibilities. "I'm hearing more and more from young fighters that they aren't getting opportunities," Jeff said with concern. "And who's responsible for that? Honestly, I don't know." He added, "If you can't get work, you have to make a move. That's all for now. For the latest updates on boxing news, highlights, events, and more, stay tuned by subscribing to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to turn on notifications to catch every new upload. Until next time, peace